Hello guys, today I am going to present the topic DDL and DML commands in SQL with a practical example. Let's see what SQL is. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is the standard language used to manage and work with related databases. Using SQL, we can store, retrieve, manipulate and manage data efficiently. SQL plays a very important role in modern applications. It is widely used by database administrators, developers, and data analysts who work with structured data on a daily basis. Next, we move to DDL. DDL stands for Data Definition Language. These commands are used to define and modify the structure of database objects such as tables, schemas, and indexes. The main DDL commands are create, alter, drop, truncate. Create is used to build new databases objects like tables, views, and indexes. Alter is used to modify existing database structures such as adding or removing columns. Drop is used to permanently delete database objects like tables. And finally, the truncate is used to remove all records from a table quickly without deleting the table structure. Next, we move to DML commands. DML stands for Data Manipulation Language. These commands are used to manage the data stored inside tables. The main DML commands are insert, update, delete. Insert is used to add new records into a table. It helps in populating the database with data. Update is used to modify existing records in a table. It is useful for correcting or updating data. Delete is used to remove specific records from a table based on condition. Let's see how to create the table. The create table command is the foundation of database design. It defines the structure of a table by specifying column names and data types. Some commonly used data types are int for numbers, varchar for text, decimal for precise numeric values, date for date values, boolean for true or false. Now let's see what constraints are. Constraints are rules applied to columns to ensure data accuracy and reliability. The main constraints are primary key, not null, unique, default. Primary key is uniquely identifies each record and prevents duplicate entries. Not null, it ensures that a column cannot have empty values. Unique, it prevents duplicate values in a column. Default, it assigns a default value when no value is provided. Using constraints helps in maintaining data integrity in the database. Altering table structure. The alter command allows us to modify an existing table without deleting it. Inserting data into tables. The insert command is used to add data into tables. Steps involved. Specify the table name, define the columns, provide values. We can insert a single record or multiple records at once. This helps in efficiency populating the database. Updating existing data. The update command is used to modify existing records. It includes table name, column to update, new value, conditions using var class. It is very important to use the var class because without it all records in the table will be updated. Finally, truncating tables. Truncate is used to remove all records from a table quickly. It is faster than delete. It do not remove table structure. It cannot be rolled back in most cases, so it should be used carefully. Let's implement the DML and DDL commands to create a database. First, open pgadmin 4 on your system. Once it opens, connect to your PostgreSQL server using your password. Now, from the left side panel, expand the server options, then go to the databases and select any database you want to work with. After selecting the database, right click and open the query tool. This is where we will write and execute all our SQL commands. First, we use the create table command. Here I am creating a table called students. Inside this table, we define three columns: ID, name and age. The ID is an integer, name is a variable character string and age is also an integer. This is a simple table without any constraints. Now I will execute this query. You can see the message showing that the table has been successfully created. We can also check the query history by clicking on the query history option. Just click on the query history and you can see the table has been successfully created. Now let's create a table called employee. In this table we are using constraints. The employee ID column is defined as primary key. This means each value in the column must be unique and cannot be null. The column name is defined as not null, so it must be always have a value. We also define the salary column with the numeric data types, and the department column has a default value of HR. So if no value is given, it will be automatically taken as HR. Now let's execute this query. You can see that the query has been successfully executed and here is the query history. Now let's move to the alter table. Alter table is used to modify an existing table. Here I am adding a new column called email to the students table. This column will store email addresses. Let's execute this command. Now if we refresh the table, we can see the new column added. We just finished the DDL commands. Now let's move to the DML commands. DML stands for data manipulation language, as I told you before. Now let's insert a value. Here I am inserting multiple records into the student table. Each record includes name, ID, age and email. You can insert multiple rows in a single query like this. Now I will execute this query. Before executing this query, I also insert data into the employees table. We provide values for employee ID, name, salary and department. And finally, let's execute this query. The query has been successfully executed. Now let's look at the table we created. In order to view the table, we have to navigate to the table option and click on the table. Just expand it. You can see the employee option. Just right click and select edit or view option. You can now see the employee table. Also do this for students table. Just right click and click on view all rows. You can see the student table. Here is the complete data we just created. Next we use update. Update is used to modify existing data. Here I am increasing the age of student by 1 where the age is less than 23. This means only selected rows will be updated. Now I will execute this query. You can just check the updated values in the table. You can see the updated value by right clicking the student table. Just view all data. Now you can see easily able to identify that the value has been updated. Now I am going to alter the table by using alter keyword and I am going to use rename table. Here I am renaming the students table to student details. This helps when we want to change the table name without losing data. Now I will execute this command. Let's truncate the table. Truncate is used to delete all records from a table very quickly. It is faster than delete because it does not scan each row. But remember, truncate cannot be rolled back in most cases. Now I will execute the truncate command on the student table. As you can see, all records has been removed. Finally, we see the drop table command. Drop table is used to completely delete a table from the database. This includes both the structure and the data. Here I am dropping the employees table. After executing this command, the table will no longer exist. And this is the end of this video. Thanks for completely watching this video. Thank you.